goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Substitution.
Galatasaray have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Shot at goal! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
De Jong. Here's Haaland.
Zanetti.
Hazard moves wide and looking to get onto this. He's found a way through. Pings it across.
Added time.
Haaland finds himself offside. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rijkaard.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Owen taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Zanetti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hazard. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10, an 8 and a 6 all in one. His tactical intelligence, his athleticism, his reading of the game, ball-winning capabilities make him a one-man counter-attacking unit.
Zanetti.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Sylvestre. Can he get on the end of this?
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Neither side yet able to find the net. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Rice. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Sylvestre. Iniesta. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Davids. And it's Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aubameyang engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Could move up a gear here. That's a decent clearance. That's a sharp pass. And it's Iniesta. Look at the space here. Aubameyang was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Takes a shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Número 10.
Galatasaray have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Takes on his marker.
Seedorf.
Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Nicely weighted ball, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now this could be...
And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. And this is Owen. Iniesta is there, and he can get that clear. And this is Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nesta calmly anticipates. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Totti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, that's been intercepted.
Rijkaard.
Is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ibrahimovic. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Galatasaray can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Aquí están los jugadores.
So the action resumes. Galatasaray leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Nesta.
Pepe, the man that is tenacity personified.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Totti does well to get it back. Zanetti has it out wide and in...
Terrific effort! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Galatasaray choosing to make the first change.
Cambio.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Cruyff is standing over this one.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Cruyff! Cruyff goes short. a sudden chance to counter. Beckenbauer gets across and deals with it. That is good alertness.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's a... And Seedorf! Now that is commitment to the cause. Cruyff plays it short. Chance! Ecuador have the chance to go the other way. And that has been knocked clear.
Aubameyang.
Nicked it back promptly.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Now it's Hazard. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Plays it in low. Now, can they get him away? And this is Owen. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Rice is there to clear.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Iniesta. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a delicate pass. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Galatasaray still have the cards to affect this game. Seedorf providing an outlet on that flank. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Cruyff with the short one. Aubameyang looking understandably energised after his goal. Juke. It's a really well-measured ball. Iniesta finding himself in space. And they've been given a corner. Earned a reprieve for the time being, and now they can spring out of defence. That's beautifully weighted.
Galatasaray clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Silvestre looking for options for movement. And that has left him in a heap. Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hazard. Now it's Aubameyang. Silvestre is one Thuram with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 7. Entrará al campo. Número 18.
Galatasaray can make their change now with a break in play.
Se está realizando un cambio.
It's Bruno Fernandes. Hazard picks it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. And he whipped.
Oh, good climb!
And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bale! Oh, it's come off the upright.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Looking to play him in. Foot in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Time added on 4 minutes. Duke, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Platini. Now it's Bale. Duke is onto it in a flash. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Del Piero! Oh. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Galatasaray certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Seedorf can get it clear. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Looking to play him in. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10, an 8 and a 6 all in one. His tactical intelligence, his athleticism, his reading of the game, ball-winning capabilities make him a one-man counter-attacking unit.
Roberto Carlos. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. Scholes. Now it's Raul. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has been cut short. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pirlo with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's got away from him. Now it's Scholes. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking. Schneider. That looks a good cross. Scholes. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's found support out wide. That'll be a throw. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Galatasaray still without a single shot on target. Schneider is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Maldini gets it clear. Cafu. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Ibrahimovic dominates aerially so often. Nesta. Pirlo. Tries to pass it through. Vieira simply refused to be outdone there. Scholes. And it's Messi. Cafu. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pepe. To Maldini. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Nedved. He's picked his way through. And it's Pirlo. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's taking no chances there. To Thuram.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Pirlo. It's Pirlo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pirlo goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos. Produces a cross. Cruyff! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Roberto Carlos. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. This is a promising build-up.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Schneider knocks it into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's really well manoeuvred. Buffon claims comfortably. So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
That gets us going once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Galatasaray come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Pirlo. Oh, they can break here. And it's made its way to him. And here's Owen. Just eases him off the ball. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Pepe. Nesta. Here's Nedved. And it's Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Cruyff! That's not going far. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. And the shot! And that's a good finish. That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Marcó en el minuto 60 el dorsal 17. Ibrahimovic.
Galatasaray have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Pepe cannot be beaten that easily.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Raul is offering a wry smile there.
Keeper has taken decisive action. He has a look out. He's having a shot! But he's left disappointed. Defending of the desperate variety. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Pirlo plays it short. And Owen! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no question that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Gattuso. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! Scholes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Now it's Owen. Baresi. Quality ball. And Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And a truly agonising miss.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
El dorsal 18
They've played it short.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Messi. The referee has given a corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. And here's Haaland. Now it's Owen. And the counter is on. Owen. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And it's been taken short.
Can he finish?
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Crossed into the box. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Albertini plays it short. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Galatasaray moments now away from seeing this one out. And that is out of play. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Barella, great ball if he can get there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long
Oh, shooting chance!
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade optimistic. That is good progress on the left. Looking for options for movement. Oh, important interception. Baresi. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Oh, good read.
he read that really well and stopped it.
That's that, the end. Galatasaray have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Galatasaray